Our current school system is not preparing us for the challenges of our future work environment. Organizations are moving rapidly towards digital and technology-enabled ways of working that are agile and collaborative. There will be a heavy reliance on being able to quickly adapt to new technology and to work digitally. Since before computers were even invented over 70 years ago, our core school subjects have been the same as they are now, for example, maths, science, social studies, and English. In addition, schools have continued to teach these core subjects in the exact same way, rather than replacing them with subjects more relevant to our future work life, such as computer science, software development, and robotics. The need to do complex mathematical calculations by hand is now obsolete. We have calculators and software programs to compute these things for us. The need for memorizing factual information has been replaced by search engines such as Google. As a student with 10 years of experience in the new school system and almost 15 years experience of modern technology devices and a strong desire to work in a high-tech industry, I feel as though I am qualified to comment on this issue. Including more technology-related content in the curriculum will better prepare us for the challenges we face when we leave school. The pace of change is accelerating, and our education system needs to keep pace with it. Since before computers were even invented, our schooling system was based on the memorization of facts and a focus on handwritten work. This suited the 20th century very well because, most documents were written by hand, and there wasn't an easy way to find out information apart from potentially out-of-date books. And you couldn't just plug your algebraic equations into your graphics calculator. Today, there is considerably less need for these skills. This has been known for some time. In a study carried out in 2011 by the US Department of Commerce, STEM jobs were expected to grow 17% compared to just 9.8% for non-STEM jobs. STEM, or science, technology, engineering, mathematics jobs, are those which require a strong degree of technology focus during education. A later study in 2017 by McKinsey titled Technology, Jobs and the Future of Work stated that we find about 60% of all occupations have at least 30% of activities which are technically automatable. Technology is taking over many jobs that previously required a lot of human labor, and even some traditional skilled occupations such as designers, service workers, and administration staff have been taken over by machines. If this is the case, why are we still insisting on handwriting math calculations and sitting handwritten exams when we should be fortifying our knowledge on computer sciences and similar digital technology subjects? The focus should be on subjects and skills that will benefit us for the new technical age. The Ministry of Education is responsible for setting and maintaining the New Zealand National Curriculum, or NZC. In my opinion, the NZC should be reviewed at least annually to eliminate the risk of schools falling behind current trends in our way of life. According to a Dell Technologies study, 85% of jobs that will exist in 2030 haven't even been invented yet. This is only 10 years away. An annual review of the syllabus would ensure that schools keep up with current trends, don't fall too far behind in technology, and can continue to enable students to achieve success in the modern world. Our school already does everything it can inside the current system, but an annual review of the syllabus would provide schools with better information to enable them to deliver education to prepare us for the future. The method that the government uses when they change the syllabus takes far too long, and curriculum changes occur too infrequently. There are many outside influences on our current syllabus, and while this is not in itself an issue, wide consultation is not a bad thing. It does cause the process to slow down. The system is not well suited to rapid curriculum change because the Ministry of Education, textbook companies and schools don't generally have a good strategy in place for this. If we are to move forward, we have to make plans to adapt to change in the shortest amount of time possible. We need systems that can cope with changes to curriculum that may be necessary within months rather than years. Rapid adoption of technology to enable us to school at home during lockdown has shown how this is possible. The NZC describes the process of curriculum change as having 3 levels: national, school, and classroom. While we can and should ensure that change at the national level can happen quickly, we also have the opportunity to improve the process at school and classroom level. We have the ability to favour technology subjects such as computer science in later years, while still meeting national curriculum requirements. And by acquiring better technical resources such as 3D printers and engineering equipment, we can improve the quality and relevance of what we are teaching within our schools. So what are the downsides of adopting a more technology-driven education system? Some people may be concerned that changing the syllabus to keep pace with modern times could be harmful to human behaviour, creativity, and overall knowledge of the world. I agree that there should be room in the world for art, music, and other creative pursuits, but I also believe there needs to be a stronger inclusion of subjects with a more technical aspect to ensure the balance is right. For example, architecture and interior design plans were traditionally drawn on paper, but now are largely carried out via 3D computer tools. The artistic and creative mind is still relevant, but is enabled by technology. We need a rounded education that includes moral, spiritual, and academic components, but I believe that favouring more technical subjects will be more helpful for our future lives, and any consequences are far outweighed by the positives, like being ready for our future work environments. The benefits of producing graduates with skills that match society's needs are obvious, aren't they? To conclude, the current school syllabus, along with the government's method of changing syllabi, is out of date and must be changed. Changing the syllabus takes far too long and isn't being done as frequently as it should be. There does not seem to be a strong enough match between our subjects and curriculum to the current and future ways of working, which will be highly technical and digital. A law that requires the current government to review and update the school syllabus annually won't only enhance the already academic learning schooling at Sacred Heart College, but schooling all over New Zealand. We also have the ability to improve at the local level by making good choices around inclusion of highly technical subjects and giving the right resources within our school. I'd like to finish with a quote by the world-renowned investor Warren Buffett. "Someone's sitting in the shade today because you planted a tree a long time ago. Let's make the changes we need to make now."